Just a quick video showing Photoshop's new Generative Fill tool. This is just a photo from Midjourney, so it's 1024 by 1024 in pixels. Just a square image. We're gonna see how big we can make it. And basically all you do with this is you crop out, so you make the image bigger, and then you just ask Photoshop to generate what's missing. So all you really do here is grab that crop tool. We'll zoom out a bit so we get some space, but you crop it, and then you can just kind of pull the handles out, and that just makes more space. And then we just need to select the image on the inside. And then what's nice in the beta, they have this little thing that pops up. We can do a inverted selection, and then you just hit generate, and it just makes new scenes, and then you can click through one of three options. So you kind of find the option that works for you, and all that is just AI generated on the outside. And yeah, so there's one that kind of works, and we'll just try it again. This time we'll take it from square to really wide. This is useful for things like web banners or something if you need to make something a pano. Same idea, we'll just do a selection, invert the selection so that everything else is selected. Click generate, and off it goes. As this gets more and more intense, I do speed the video up. So I think we started at about 4x while it is AI generating. And as we zoom out and get stupider and stupider, I do speed the video up a little bit more just so you're not spending the whole time looking at a progress bar. But this was the first time I went real stupid and just got as big as I could. And nothing's really changing. We're just generating more and more. The building on the left gets a little artsy as it screws around, but I thought it looked kind of cool. So I'm gonna start there, and basically just keep on going with it. And the goal is to sort of see how far we can go before Photoshop explodes or my computer just dies. And I am sort of selecting just inside the image. I was finding if you select the full image itself, it does add some lines to the thing. But I mean, you are in Photoshop, you could just Photoshop them out. But this is kind of the first time the image broke on me, where it starts to add different frames. But I was able to find one or two that did sort of work. You could leave it here if you wanted, but like I say, the goal was to sort of break this. So we just kind of found one that sort of worked for here, and then we decided to just go nuts with it and see how Photoshop handles it. And it did reasonably okay. I sped this one up a ton. I think this took almost a minute to a minute and a half to actually just make. So I did this 20x, but it did get there. It just it broke a lot, and it took some time. And what we ended up on, I don't think was terribly useful. You'd have to do a lot of Photoshop work to it to fix it up, but there's some lines and some weird clouds in there. But with a bit of post production, you could fix that quite a bit. What's really cool is you can pretty much zoom right back down to the 1000 by 24 image, and it's completely clear, totally fine. The image we ended up with was 27,000 pixels by 13,000 pixels. I believe the Photoshop file is over a gig itself, and all that from just one little square Midjourney.